AI has taken over basically the entirety of the planet at this point. And looks like it has gotten to our favorite game on Roblox, Bee-Swarm Simulator. And today we're checking out Revolution Macro, which is an AI-powered Bee-Swarm Simulator macro that runs using AI. Wow, who could have guessed? And this is kind of revolutionary. We're gonna get into the most important features later on in the video, but let's just get to downloading this real quick. And right before even downloading, one of the most important parts of this, I guess, is that it supports macOS, which I'm pretty sure the Existence macro did before, but Natural macro never really did macOS. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and click on this GitHub link. For today, I'll be linking this down in the description, so make sure to just use that link and that link only. And I'll also be putting their Discord server in the description, so you can just go to their Discord and download it from there as well. Anyways, let's just click on the revolutionmacro.exe link here, and there we go, our macro is downloading. And in the meantime, let's go ahead and check out some of their features, which would be about. To start us off, they have AI gathering, where it's a very cool system. They use AI to detect all the different tokens and then move your character to actually pick up the token. They also have planter scheduling, AI stinger hop, which is also Vic hop, AI pathfinding, and also an RBC alt macro. These are all really cool features that we should definitely check out right now because our download should be done. And there we go. We have opened up our Revolution macro. We got a gather tab, a collect tab, planters tab, status tab, tools, and settings. We're gonna check out status here. I'm not sure if they have webhooks. Oh, they do have webhooks. Great. So over here, you can link up your Discord webhook over here. Basically, for a webhook, all you need to do is go over and make a Discord server and create a channel. After that, click on edit channel, go into integrations, create a webhook, and create a webhook. From here, click on your webhook bot. I'll just name this Revolution. Copy webhook URL, save changes, and head on over to Revolution Macro, paste in the webhook URL here. Next, type a message in the channel, right-click on your profile, and click Open Mod View, then click Copy ID, and paste your user ID here. There we go, that's our webhook set up. And now let's check out Gather. Looks like we need to click the plus button over here on the bottom left corner. Let's add a field, and oh, we have the cute little icons here. I am a blue hive, so we'll probably be going into the pine tree forest. And as you can see, we have our first field, and click on this pencil icon to edit it. And from here, we have the gather duration, gather pattern, gather field, gather until backpack X, and return method, and all the other usual macro settings. And a really useful feature they added for this, which I don't think was on Natural, is that it shows where the corners are on the field. So if we do read here, it does say from where you face the hives. So if we do go ahead and set up our positions, it would be facing that direction towards the coconut field. So if we look at the positions over here, the bottom right corner would be this tree over here. Then as the return method, we have walk to hive and just reset character. And here is your field drift compensation and also some other miscellaneous items here. And most importantly, here is one of the most hyped features, the AI gather function. To enable this, you gotta click on the patterns, then scroll all the way down until you find AI gather. Now you have just unlocked the AI functions of this macro, which is pretty sick. Right, before we do anything, let's go ahead over to our system display settings and change our scale to 100%. Without this, it'll have a hard time working, so make sure this is 100%. Okay, now let's move on to the settings of this macro. So we have the dark theme and the light theme, but who likes the light theme? Let's keep it on dark. And here are the hotkeys. These are the default hotkeys, which I think everyone uses, so I'll keep it as that as well. And moving on to the game settings, you need to set your player move speed over here. This is very important because without this, nothing will work probably because your player movement speed won't line up with the key controls and all that. So just click on system without any haste or any buff like oil. So make sure you don't have any of that active and look at your move speed over here. For me, it's 29. So I'm going to go ahead and put in 29 over here. Next, we want to check out our camera sensitivity. For me, I have it on 0.11. So I'm going to change this to 0.11. Key delay 50, pattern retry count 3, and make sure to not have disable red cannon enabled, otherwise your macro will probably spend another hour trying to walk up the entire field. And preferred hive slot, obviously you probably want something like 3 or 1. And here is where you put your private server links, if you do have one. And we also have our amazing tabs that probably everyone's gonna use: the dispensers, bug run quests, and all these other cool stuff. Usually you'd want to enable wealth clock, glue dispenser, and that's basically it. Unless you're out of these passes, you probably don't need the fruits. And for the respawn percent, there isn't really a statistic over here that tells you your total respawn percent. Unless there is and I'm just blind. All you need to do is check on your amulets and masks to see if you have anything that decreases the amount of time you need to wait for a monster to respawn. Most of the common amulets will be the stick bug amulet, which I have none. And if you do have a gifted vicious bee in your hive, I believe that's another 15%. You can just check that in your bees tab, gifted vicious bee, and that is a minus 15% respawn time. So you just put 15 over here, and that's it. Polar bear is one of the best quests to enable. Gather interrupt, probably turn that off. For the buffs, if you are trying to get your sticker stack to max, you probably want to have this enabled. Other than that, the only really useful thing would be the blue booster, and if you do want Mondo buff, this would be good. And you want to come down to gather and click on this settings tab here, and make sure you do have use dipper enabled, because if not, your tide popper will not be moving at all. Sprinkler spacing doesn't really matter if you do have the supreme saturators, so just ignore that. And here is all the cool stuff that blue hives will love, and some field defaults that will save you a couple of minutes of your life if you do have these set. And lastly, the AI gather tab, which is this little cute robot icon over here, and basically you can set your priorities for each and every token. If we do want to set the bear morph as our priority, you can put up the priority there, or disable it if you don't want it at all. I'm sure they will release a list of priority lists that you should probably keep on some tokens, which if they do, I'll put in the pinned comments down below. And here is the Planter Studio. You can also use AI for this, but I like to use manual, but I want to check out automatic, so let's see how this works. Choose your planters. I do have, let's see what planters I have. I'm not sure what I have on this account. I have these planters, so let's select them. And next, we would want to have near max nectars for comforting, not really much of invigorating, so let's keep that at 45 and 80 for the rest. And here are the auto planter settings. Minimum hours, let's change that to 2 hours. Harvest automatically, let's enable that, which will delete all of that. Nectar goals, there we go, we just set these. Let's put up the priority for comforting, or we can just put one each up and then it goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fields, there we go, we can select all the fields the planters can be on. Gather loot, we obviously want that on. And I think that should be it for this amazing macro. Really nice to see that BStorm Simulator macros are evolving after like a couple of years of natural macro. And there are some amazing comparison and tests that other YouTubers have done. So go check them out to see how effective this macro really is compared to other traditional ones. And that's it for my amazing level 19 blue hive and this revolutionary revolution macro. Make sure to subscribe and like, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.